she a nympho. I wanna fuck, baby, let me get your info. Let me know what you wanna get yourself into. Yeah, I know that you got some daddy issues.
How's it going, nerds? My name is Linkwood, and welcome to another episode of Blossoms Bloom Brightest, the 3Bs. In the last episode, they started playing an RPG and fighting ogres and shit. I don't know. We're moving on to more areas or some shit. Look, I don't know. This is getting confusing. It's long. Let's just get right back into it. Let me put my headphones on. I just keep bumping this. I see. How tricky. The boss is after the save point at the end of the next dungeon, so we have 2 areas to go before we have to worry about being underpowered. Still, we should stop at the next town and buy new equipment.
It's all on you.
You should always do that anyway. Kotaha, I'm curious. Are you really okay with all of this happening? You never even had a choice. True, but I don't know. I really don't care. I'm even a little happy about it. Guess I was never much of a people person or something. The teenager paused for a moment as she thought. I like being around you, though. I see. I'm glad to hear that at least.
Were you worried?
What about you? I haven't heard you complain about this thing even once. It's only been a week, but this trip definitely hasn't been trouble-free. True.
Okay.
However, this past week has also been the most exciting time in my entire life. Besides, to be honest with you, I wasn't raised like a normal person. I left no one behind on Earth. There's simply no one for me to miss. I don't think I could ever bring myself to regret getting on the ship either way. Wait, you weren't raised like a normal child? What do you mean? I know I said I didn't want to talk about this anymore today, but I guess this is an exception. Most Blossom children are either orphans or were volunteered by their parents. I am an exception. Rather, I was a test tube baby, raised with the sole purpose of fulfilling the whims of the ESC. In fact, I've been made up of the genetics of around 7 people, rather than 2. Kotaha's eyes opened as widely as possible.
What exactly happened?
You've 7 biological parents? No, none of them are my parents, really. They're more like genetic donors. In a DNA test, I don't believe I would match with any of them to a meaningful extent. Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have said anything about it. It's not something that particularly bothers me. No need to apologize. I didn't want to talk about this either, but it's only fair, I think. I do have parents. I mean, you probably already knew that. My mom left my dad when I was around 5. After that, I started helping out my dad in his garage. Mostly because I couldn't be left alone at that age, but you know. I don't remember having any experiments done on me, though. I don't know how I became a blossom, come to think of it. Ah, sorry. What I said earlier wasn't entirely correct. Daughters of blossoms are also blossoms themselves. Your record said your mother was one, so... Oh, I'm kinda glad I know they didn't offer me up for an experiment. I suppose you would be. Sorry, I guess you... I'm gonna shut up now. It's okay. My circumstances are special, I know. I won't be offended by anything you say about it. Promise. Before either of them could say another word, the door slid open and revealed Sarah.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was set to auto-open. I intended to knock first.
What's up?
It's okay, come on in. What you need? Well, I heard you two playing a game. I don't suppose I could join? Huh? Really? Yes. Is that a problem? Not at all. I was just surprised that you're interested in playing video games. It's not usually my thing. My fiancé used to play them. I'm somewhat familiar with them. Ah, that makes sense. Anyway, of course you can join us. That's a silly question. Sarah took a seat between Kotaha and Erika. Why does it feel like Sarah's a third wheel here? I know I shouldn't think like this, but I can't help it. She turned to look at Kotaha, who looked equally confused and annoyed. At least I'm not the only one. Ah, well, the game will probably be more fun with the third player anyway.
Huh?
That was a lot harder than I expected. Who would have thought video games could be so challenging? He made it look so easy, too. It doesn't help that you only started after we'd already finished a few areas. The later the game you are, the harder the enemies and challenges are. Yes, quite frankly, I believe you're actually doing better than I did at first. We started from the beginning, and I was still stressed out and exhausted by it. Yep, she really sucked at first.
Kotaha?
Hey, that's harsh. I did try my best, you know.
Good job.
Couldn't stop teasing you, though. You're so cute when you scrum around. Thanks, guys. I feel a bit better now. When Erika stepped out of her bedroom, she was surprised to immediately have found Sarah leaning against the wall. Sarah?
What's the situation?
What's wrong? Do you need help? I don't know. My head's really hot and dizzy. My legs are shaky, too. Ah! Erika rushed over to Sarah and pulled one of her arms over her shoulders. You must have overexerted yourself. You look like you're running a fever. For a small moment, she laid a hand against the doctor's forehead. Yeah, that's definitely a fever. You shouldn't be up and about. I'll take you back to your bedroom. Don't worry, I'll take care of you for today. You can just focus on resting. What? But I'm the doctor here.
No.
Forget about that for today, okay? If you make it any worse, who knows what'll happen. If there's an emergency, we can't have you passing out midway through. In the end, Sarah decided not to resist, and Erika dragged her companion back into her bedroom. Overall, you don't seem to be so bad. I didn't find any swelling anywhere. You don't seem to have any breathing problems either. I imagine that this will be the worst of it. I think you'll be fine by tomorrow. Well, not that I have your knowledge, but still.
Thank
Good
you.
to know. And thank you for everything, Erica. I appreciate it. No problem. I'll stay with you. I'll stay here with you for the rest of the day. It wouldn't be so good if I tried to move around too much. I see. Thank you again.
Yes.
Of course. She's fast asleep already. I didn't even get to eat breakfast. Oh well. I'll just make sure that she eats a proper lunch and supper later. Oh, Kotaha, hello. Grabbing lunch?
What's
That's
going
right.
on?
I'm just glad there were leftovers. I hate cooking, you know? Haha. Well, at least you're honest about it. Kotaha placed a finger against the tip of her chin and leaned in towards Erica, her eyes filled with curiosity. By the way, where have you been all day? Haven't seen Sarah yet either. Good question, actually. When I woke up this morning, I found her nearly passed out in the hallway. I've been taking care of her since then. It isn't anything serious, just a bad reaction to stress, most likely. She should be fine by tomorrow, so that's what happened. Kotaha pouted. You should have told me. I would have helped you out. Sorry, it's a one-person job. I didn't want to get you involved unnecessarily in case it turned out to be infectious.
Huh?
Is that really all? Huh? Yes, it is. Why do you ask? I just don't want to be left out. The young woman shuffled her arms in front of herself and fidgeted uncontrollably. Kotaha, are you jealous? Yeah, I am. I can't help it. Last night, it felt like Sarah was trying to get between us.
No.
I agree that it did feel that way, kind of. But, you know, she's also a passenger on the ship. It'd be wrong to excuse her from everything.
Uh-huh.
I guess you're right. I don't know what's gotten into me lately. Hey, why don't I help you take care of her? I don't really want to be alone today. I don't want to do anything creepy to her. I promise. Haha, well, as long as you don't do anything creepy to her, then. Kota, with blank eyes, stared at Sarah as she slept.
Erica.
Why are we hanging out here? She isn't even awake.
That's
In case she wakes up and needs anything, of course. We can't have her moving around unnecessarily. She needs to conserve her energy. Really? Kinda seems like a waste of time to me. I disagree. I could bring over my game system. We could play it while we wait. I don't think that's a good idea. Brightest screaming the sound could wake her up. She could play too. I'm not sure that would be a good idea right now. This is so boring.
I'm grateful.
It is sort of boring. I'd be a lot more bored if you weren't here with me, though, so thank you.
This is
Well,
the
when you put it
best.
that way, it's my pleasure. Hey, Erica, you want to leave? You want to leave? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you stayed as long as you did. Not that. Oh?
No
How do you feel if I told you I liked you?
Come
Happy,
on.
of course. I like you too, Kotaha. That isn't what I meant. I really like you. No, I'm just trying to tone it down for the sake of my own embarrassment. I'm in love with you, Erica. The former captain was filled with many confusing, tempestuous emotions. So many that, in fact, that she could not discern them. After a pause, Kotaha opened her mouth to speak once again. I'm sorry, you don't have to say anything about it right now. I'm sure it's too soon to feel anything like that towards me, so I see. So that's how it is. So, you can't just act jealous like this. All three of us have to cohabitate together for the rest of our lives, nonetheless. The young woman looked at Erica with large eyes as if she had come to a conclusion. Okay. Without another word, she skipped out the door. Did she really know that I like her back? Did she really get all that from just what I said? More perceptive than I thought. Sarah tossed and turned on her bed before she opened her eyes and settled on facing Erica.
Huh?
Was Kotaha here earlier, or did I just imagine
Indeed.
it? Ah, yes, she was here. She left about an hour ago, although. Geez. Guess my perception of time is going. I must be getting old. Ha! Still, guess that kid isn't ready to handle any sort of responsibility yet. We were both probably like that at her age. I think she's doing quite well, considering. Well, whatever. I can't blame her for it. Sigh. I really hope it's just the stress that got to her. If not, I'll really be in for it if I get sick too. I hate colds. Although she already knew that Sarah would likely be fine, Erica knocked on her companion's door. Without missing a beat, Sarah popped out her head out of the room. And we'll see what they talk about in the next episode, so have a great day, you're beautiful, I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, still give it a like. Baka Bowl every Tuesday, you know the drill. Let's just roll the outro.
There'll be girls across the nation that'll eat this up. Babe, I know that it's you, so but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it, no, it's my heart. Your shit out of your life. Don't make me tell you again. Woo! Love, love, love. Hey. Love, 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 love. I do it for love. Love, love, love.
Do it for, yeah, do it for, I do it for the love, yes yes I do. So you don't care about the money? Well, yes, it's true. And I'm so blessed to be fulfilling my destiny. All material things could mean less to me. Only thing I ever could need is a Sarah B sample with a dope ass beat. And get the mic check, all the levels right. And if it's good, then I'll be here for several nights. Cause the only thing I need is a strong supporting team.